southern Cameroons. At that time,
Na Amba Farmers Voice this.
Shall move forward, forward. We are so proud to be Ambazonians. Ambazonians shall move forward, forward. We are so proud to be Ambazonians. We come from Momondi and Fako, Dongamanto, Kope Maningu Babwi. We come from Mezama Yugoyo, Lebiele Menchungo Ketunja Meme is all. Our freedom is all. Our freedom is all. Our freedom.
Mama and Papa them for Ambazonia, una welcome for Amba Farmers Voice. We don't see am say how with this war dey so next year chop in go fit lack and hungry it go fit dey plenty. So Amba Farmers Voice dey for here for help for see say may we put head together, see how we fit fix we own fertilizer, see how we fit fix make them, see how well we fit work plenty chop for small piece of land. So we dey talk say make all man find Amber Farmers Voice for Facebook and for YouTube, so that any question where you get am, make you write am for day, so that Amber Farmers Voice it go answer for una. We be ready for help una for all time, for answer una question and for give una any information how we fit grow chop, how we fit keep chop fine, make it not spoil for long time, how we fit hide chop so that make that wicked people they not spoil am. Thank una plenty.
Shall move forward, forward. We are so proud to be Ambazonians. Ambazonians shall move forward, forward. We are so proud to be Ambazonians.
Papa them, Mami them for Ambazonia, and everybody. We people them for ground one, for ground zero, for Ghana. Una welcome for Amba Farmers Voice. My name is Isaac Zama, and I will be one host for this program for today. As you know, Amba Farmers Voice na program where it can help with people them for ground zero, and for ground one, and for Ghana, how for grow chop fine. Now program for wartime where it can help with people them for teach them, for bring knowledge, can share them with them, so that me they grow chop fine for this time for war, for we independence. Anyway, as we normally do every week, before we actually go into the program, bet everybody make we take 1 minute of silence for honor the people them, with people them where La Republique don't kill them for this war for we independence. Okay, thank you again very much for for honoring the people that we people that way a lot of people don't kill them. Say make we get we independence. I would like for take this opportunity for salute our people then, especially for ground one. I would like to salute people then for ICOM, people then where they now for Community Career Academy for ICOM where they watch this this program right now. I like to salute people then for people for Bafut, people for Bangem, for Umojok, for Menji, for Batibo, for Achatugi, for Bifang, for Widikum, for Manyemen, with the salute una, we think about una, and we hope say very soon this way like if you big don't put inside, so we will come out victorious very soon. So today's program, this program for today, what we'll come we'll talk today now, how we fit use green plantain and green banana we make fufu day. we don't grow for the chop fufu when only corn or cassava or unkunkum, but other way than they way we fit still make fufu with chopper. So if you make fufu with again green plantain, if you make fufu with green banana, that was small banana where they use it for make achu, where they make a use of pound achu. Yes, if you use that one too for make fufu day. So now one of the things now we will talk for this program today. So this program be important again because we will learn two things them. Number one thing we are talking we will learn how we will make fufu with plantain and banana. And then the second thing we will learn where it be important. Let's say we will learn how we will make solar dryer. Because before you want to make this fufu, you could use a solar dryer. So now the two things that way we will learn how to make them today. But before before we come for really talk why this thing it be important and make use this opportunity for thank the people them where they don't call you for ground zero. Many people they don't call for ground zero, say they watch the program and say they give they ask questions, we want to ask them. So we want to thank some reviewers them for Benin Republic. For Benin Republic, where they watch Amba Farmer's Voice. Some person called for them. He say he watch Amba Farmer's Voice, and he asked question about how we feel how for the program where we do some one time how if we use peace for using like fertilizer. So this person for Benin, he asked say which kind of quantity for peace and for mixing water and peace for water tomato day, for water garlic, for water corn and all that. And then he asked another question, say now how many weeks if you basically you use that piece or that urine, you fertilize your corn, how many weeks again could pass before you do them again? So as you don't ask this question, so we don't think now say we will do another program in the coming weeks. So in the coming weeks where we will talk for all farmers and for Ambazonia, for Ground One, for Ghana, how for actually which kind of quantity you will use them for that piece for water your for fertilize your corn day, for fertilize your jamajama or for fertilize your tomato. How long, how many times you will do it for 1 week or for 1 month and things like that. So make una inform other people them say we will come back, we will talk all the kind of chop them we will feed user now for fertilizer and then we'll talk how many times per week we will feed do them. So we go maybe we will bring some researcher where they don't do research how for use peace like fertilizer, or we could find all the information and then we could do a special program for how for use peace, which quantity we use them and things like that. And then we get some somebody send me WhatsApp message from home, say he be poultry farmer, he keep na fowl them, and so he asked you some question them about sick them for fowl, how they feel make me fowl them big fine and things like that. So we don't get that message. So I want to tell people the way they keep fowl. Say in the coming weeks we'll go make another program for kind of talk how people they keep their fowls and how they take care of that sick them, which kind leaves them, which kind of country leaves them if you use them for cure some the sick them where they affect fowl them. And then we'd also work on another program where how we use leaves. We own leaves and where they enter with forest them for amber, for use them for palm cocoa day. So cocoa farmer them would more gonna know say would work on this and we go bring them for for in next coming weeks. Again, so Moko go back for thing where we supposed to we need for learn them today. As I talk today, the aim for this program today now for learn how for make fufu with green plantain and green banana. Why it be say why it be so important? It be very very important because plantain plantain it get things that inside where they call and say iron. It get some things that inside where they call and say calcium. It get phosphorus, and then it get fiber. This fiber it means na something where the inside plantain way when you chop them, it need to make you the fat plenty. So now one of the reasons why we think say we make we bring something where it go fit help with people them for try for reduce the fat where people that they just fat this time, and because they need do a lot of exercise, they take a lot of taxi or okada and things like that. So this one it really be for it really be important for the health of the people. And the one thing we will learn for this program today, I say this fufu wey they make and so they make am all with plantain and banana ikanda. Yeah, that interesting thing there because researchers them for university them for I go do research. I see am say the National Institute of Health for America here they don't do research. They can't talk say kanda banana or kanda plantain get it be rich in fiber. It get a lot of protein, and then it get iron and calcium. So if you make fufu with plantain with anikanda, means say when you make pap there or you make fufu, you get for small picking. That small picking it will really strong fine because this fufu this fufu will get a lot of iron. It would then help the small picking there, and then it could build with immune system and things like that. So now one of the most important thing in that way we think say make we can show with people that we can discuss how we make one fufu now with with kanda banana and plantain and plantain ways to get a kanda on it and banana ways to get a kanda on top. When I go see am say even though we focus now on plantain and banana, the solar dryer we will learn about again today. We'll see and say we fit use them now, we fit dry cocoa day. We fit dry sweet potato. We fit use them for dry with tomato. We fit use them for dry arrow. We fit use them for dry green. We fit use them for dry jama. So all kind chop wood would grow. We fit use this solar dryer now for dryer. Anyway, as I don't always talk, say Amba farmers. One of the reasons why we go out, we go find all this way them, all this technology for can show people them. Now so that we start now for prepare the Ambazonia farmers. So that as soon as we reach for Boya, all this technology, all this technique them, we would bring them. It will help we now for make we chop we will start export them for either ground for Nigeria or for any white man country. Because for export chop from Ambazonia, for white man country, you get for keep a certain standard. You get for make sure say you produce the chop for some kind clean way and it meets certain standards. So all this technology them that in another way we want to teach with farmers so that as soon as we get to Boya, and then with government for Boya, it gonna set up with Department of Agriculture where it will get colleges of agriculture this college agriculture now, they will then set standards where it will help farmers so that when you make your fufu banana, they will write on top, say this fufu banana where they make and so with this standard, and then it will be good for exporter. So now all these things and we for Ambazonia we go do and we will boy, and the thing that way people them for Amba Farmers Voice and other people them where they learn about agriculture for school, that way what they work on for help with people them. So I just want to use this opportunity for tell people them for Ground Zero. Say yes, we work hard for this independence and make everybody for Ground Zero make we continue for believe in this independence until we get them very very soon. So make we start now, make we go now, we see how women for Kenya they make this fufu plantain or fufu banana with green banana. After we finish watch that one, we'll then come back now, we will talk some more how we for Ambazonia we feel.
Across the world, people eat bananas and plantains. While some prepare banana as part of their main meal, many just eat it as a fruit. And where people have grown up eating cooked or grilled bananas or plantains twice a day, many want to eat different foods, which further pushes down prices. Many farming families grow bananas and sell to the local market. But with plenty of fresh bananas available, they fetch a low price. Once harvested, bananas don't keep long and are easily damaged during handling and storage. But it is possible to turn your bananas or plantains into another nutritional product, namely flour. Let us visit the Maisha Bora Women's Group in central Kenya, who will tell us more benefits of banana flour and how to make it. Banana flour takes up less space and can be stored for a much longer period than fresh bananas. You can also transport flour more easily as it is less bulky. But above all, many people like to buy banana flour because they can use it in many different ways. Porridge can be made with pure banana flour. You can also make ugali, chapati, donuts, and pancakes. But because the banana flour is very fine, you have to mix it with other flour.
We prepared the chips out of the whole banana, the flesh and the peels and the sap. That tells us that that banana is wholesome. And banana itself has got all that we need in our bodies, nutrition-wise and even promotion of health holistically. So when we prepare this banana flour, it means that we have got all that we need from that banana.
The importance of banana porridge to children is that it boosts their thinking and energy. Our parents in the old days gave us bananas, but we saw it as a traditional thing without benefit. But now we realize the benefits. Children who eat banana flour porridge are performing better in school than those who don't.
Making banana flour is easier done in a group. That's why Maisha Bora Women's Group was founded. The group laid out clear rules and procedures to make sure all members contribute towards the work.
gikundi giki ni gitwarithagia na mbere na uhoro wa gukirorera mitugo na uhoro wa kurora mutaratara wa uria twibanga.
The group is managed by observing the rules and regulations. This is written in our constitution. If anybody does not follow these rules, we advise them to read the constitution so they know the group rules and regulations.
Kana kumecokerithia nigetha ahote gutuika mundu mukindiriku gikundi-ini.
When we sell the products, we divide the profits equally. Nobody gets more than the other because we work as a group and therefore each plays an equal role.
Now that we know the benefits of banana flour, let's start to make it. Harvest bananas from your garden or buy fresh bananas from the farmers. You can turn most banana varieties into flour any time of the year, but make sure the bananas have not been sprayed with chemicals.
We use bananas that are green and not yet ripe because they have a lot of sap which contains many nutrients. We do not use the ripe bananas as they have a lot of sugar. The flour spoils easily and can go bad faster. You cannot keep it for long.
The Maishabora group buys bananas from its members, as well as from the surrounding community. Everyone gets a fair price as the group invested in a weighing scale so that bananas are no longer paid by the bunch, but by the weight. Remove the bananas from the bunch. Wash them thoroughly with clean water to remove any dirt. Chop off both ends of the banana. Do not peel them.
We went into the books to see what is happening, what is in the banana. And we came to realize that the banana is very, very strong. It has got all the elements that our bodies need. But the main part of banana, which has got the strength of that banana, is not in the flesh. It is in the sap. And the sap is contained in the peel. This is the reason why we do not peel.
Slice the banana lengthwise 2 or 3 times. Cut the banana across into thin, equal pieces, not more than half a centimeter thick. The thicker you leave the pieces, the longer they will take to dry. You can dry your banana chips in the sun, but it will be faster and more hygienic to use a solar dryer. Solar dryers capture the heat of the sun, speeding up the drying. Your banana chips are also protected from dust, dirt, and rats. There are many different models of solar dryers. The one used by the Maishabora group is a simple transparent plastic house of 2 meters by 3 meters. Collect the fresh banana chips on a clean tray and take them to the solar dryer. As hygiene is important, anyone entering the solar dryer washes their feet in disinfectant. Spread the banana chips on the racks in the solar dryer, making sure they do not stick together. Turn the banana pieces once a day for 3 to 5 days for consistent drying.
The dry ones will break like just a dry piece of a wood. Just something dry, you know how it breaks and how it feels when it is breaking.
Place the dried banana chips in a clean airtight bag. This bag can be kept in a second bag for extra protection. Store these in a dry place until you have sufficient quantity to mill. This reduces your transport cost and the cost of milling. Take the dried banana chips to your nearby mill for grinding. The miller will want the banana chips sieved in case there are any particles that could damage his meal. Now, pour the dried banana chips into the mill for grinding. Check the fineness of the flour coming out. If necessary, the mill is adjusted. Collect your banana flour in a clean dry bag or container. When you get home, store the banana flour in an airtight bag or container in a dry place, protected from sunlight until you want to sell it. Like other flours, banana flour can be stored for a long period if kept dry. Pack the banana flour into small quantities according to your customer's requirements. Use a weighing scale for accuracy. Now, let us look at what we have learned. Banana flour fetches a good price as it can be used to prepare a wide variety of food products. Harvest bunches of green bananas or plantains. Wash the bananas thoroughly in clean water. Slice the bananas without removing the peel as the sap is highly nutritious. Cut them into small chips of equal thickness. Dry the fresh banana chips in a solar dryer for 3 to 5 days, turning the chips daily. Grind the dried chips into flour. Pack in airtight bags or containers and store in a dry place. My Shabora Women's Group has shown us the benefits and profits to be made from banana flour. By making bananas into flour, it has helped them change their lives.
Okay, Papa them and everybody and viewers, wanna welcome back. I hope say una really enjoy what you wanna see. Una see and say it be very very simple. You just take banana or plantain, you wash them, you cut you cut them small small for small sizes, and then you dry them inside solar dryer. And then you go grind them for make fufu there. For people then where they there for refugee camps or for bushes and the never get machine. If you dry and so and then you pound them inside mortar. You pound them inside mortar and then you will get fufu. You will then chop that fufu now where you get a lot of iron. Get a lot of fiber, for inside. So this one it will really help the nutrition for with small picking them will like make me they get enough vitamins inside their chop or inside their skin. So when I say this program, this thing will make fufu. Instead for we the chop that so fufu corn and kunkum all the time. Now we fit also chop banana fufu or plantain fufu. For people them like from Muyuka and so or for Manfred side and way they grow a lot of plantain. I don't see them for that side for Mundemba where road no day. People they are planted ripe, it is spoiled now for bush. Now, with this idea, with this system, people from Mundemba, People from Dian, where road no day, where like people no give road, where like where like people no be road for the last 56 years. They feel now make their use from that planting, they make for food. The advantage now na say that planting where it ripe, it is spoiled because people don't chop am. If you use it now make fufu, then because it no heavy, you fit then sell them now. So as when I hear for that video, the advantage na say when you don't make fufu from this planting, if it stay like 6 months, when you don't make and you keep on fine, it will stay like 6 months. So it means that you still get plenty for chop, you still get all the nutrients after 6 months. Where if you be make fufu day, maybe that plenty for rot inside bush, and then but they can't chop them, or monkey they can't chop them. So when I see and say when you do it now, so you go fit sell that you go fit sell maybe 1 kilo or 2 kilo or 3 kilo for money. Then for leave all this plenty chop them, me they ripe, they spoil like that. So again, as I talk, when we reach Boya, we government go set standards them. We go mean say the person where there from Mundemba or the person where there for Akwaya, when they make their plantain fufu, it go dey the same like the person where it dey for Mwemundani or for Manyemen or for Lebialem. When we don't reach Boya, the government go set all these standards there. They go standardize how we make fufu banana or fufu plant. 19 in that way, where people that they work on right now for make all that thing, then they standardize them so that as soon as we reach a Boya, all that thing will come on now, then they start training farmers them how for make all this thing with for make all this kind of job there with all the small technology. The reason why Amba Farmers Voice it come now with all this knowledge and I say make we start preparing now, for start prepare with people then, so that once we land for Boya, we'll just pick up the run, because we don't already get all the knowledge, we'll just need for implementer. But all this thing will do now, so some people then they first start implementer. With people then where they do for ground one, where they watch this program, then they will start do some of these things and where they in relative safety, they will start do some of these things and now they practice them, so that as soon as they come up for ground one, they will just come, they apply them. But so the next thing we will need for do now for show how for make a solar dryer. About 3 weeks ago or so, we can talk how people person make solar dryer. But now since plantain fufu or banana fufu it be made exclusively using a solar dryer, now you would think say make we can show people them again, for remind people them how they make that solar dryer. Because once you use that solar dryer, it will then easy now for make the plantain fufu. This video we're gonna watch now, how they make solar dryer. Now they make them, they use them for dry pepper day for Kenya. But now the same thing. Once we don't know how for make the solar dryer, we then use them now for dry with plantain day, dry with banana day for make fufu day, and make all kinds of them. So make we watch again how they make that solar dryer. That very, very simple technology. The advantage for this solar dryer, I say, it dryer chop very, 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 very fast. Like 2 days, 1 or 2 days, it depends where that sun come out. Your plantain or your banana, you could dry them, or cocoa. When we finish, we'll talk about the kind of we'll feed dry them and how we feed dry them. Another advantage with this solar dryer, I say, when you use this solar dryer, fly them, they no come land on top your chop. Dust no come on top your chop. And then, very important, sand you know go mix with your chop. And I remember how sometimes when you go market, you go buy arrow, you can't even cook them. Sand they be inside. That because they dry that arrow for ground, and then wind pass, it carry dust or it carry sand, you can put that inside that arrow. So with solar dryer, your chop will be clean, it will produce very hygienic, and then it will give you advantage. Say we go start export very hygienic chops. So now make we see how they make that solar dryer again.
Across the world, people spice up their food with chilies, either whole, flaked, or ground into a powder. Farmers and traders can earn good money by selling chili products at local and international markets. But when chilies are harvested too late, or are not well dried and stored, they can rot quickly. Many farmers dry chilies on the floor, and it may take more than a week before they're dry enough. When it rains, or when the weather is wet, many people struggle to dry their chilies. When chilies remain moist, molds develop, and the chilies will go bad. Some molds produce a poison called aflatoxin, which is toxic to people.
Okay. As a buyer, when I go and buy chili from a farmer, it can happen that inside the bag there is some chili which is not properly dried. And should it happen that some part which has gone moldy, this moldiness can spread throughout the bag, which eventually will spoil the old chili in the bag, and you'll end up losing the old chili.
To speed up drying and to dry your food hygienically, you can use a solar dryer that uses the heat of the sun to dry fruits and vegetables. Solar dryers come in many shapes and sizes, but the principles stay the same. Some expensive solar dryers can dry large quantities of spices and food throughout the year. These dryers use the sun and other sources of heat to keep the temperature constant. A ventilator forces the warm air over the food to draw out the moisture faster. Simple models of solar dryers only use the warmth of the sun. They're made in such a way that even without a ventilator, the air flows over the food. In this video, we'll learn how to make and use a simple solar dryer to dry chilies. But let's first listen to a farmer and a trader from Lira in northern Uganda about the benefits of solar drying.
It
doesn't take much time to spread the chilies in the dryer. After that, you can go and do your work and then come back to monitor. You can leave it to dry there overnight.
As chili dried in a solar dryer maintains the color to a bright red color. So the chili dried in solar dryer takes shorter time. As a result, development of moldness is ignored, is cut off. And then thirdly, foreign materials that come from outside as a result of wind that would contaminate it when dried on the ground is eliminated. And because of the good quality we achieve, then I'm able always to pay a better price to the farmer that sells it.
In a solar dryer, you can dry all sorts of food, such as spices, vegetables and fruits, as explained by a food processor and trader in Uganda.
Obuzibu bwenfuna nga nkungudde ennaanansi ennyingi. Ennaanansi bwe zibeera ennyingi mba sirina wa kuzitereka.
At harvest, there are many pineapples, and I have nowhere to keep them. And our village middlemen, when they buy our pineapples, they pay a low price, and they do not take these small pineapples. So we cut them and dry them in a dryer, and when we finish drying them, we can get some good money.
Nembwanika bumala ennaku 3 nga bukaze ne nsobola okufunamu ku kasente akawerako.
Making your own solar dryer is fairly simple. All you need is some wood, nails, hinges, and a little lock for the door, a clear plastic sheet, an iron sheet, and some screen for the vents and food trays. Make the wooden frame. The length and width depend on the size of the galvanized iron sheet. Paint the iron sheet black to better absorb the heat from the sun. We make the dryer 30 centimeters deep. The total and 110 centimeters at the back. For a 3-meter long iron sheet, we use 3 pairs of legs for extra support. The upper surface of the box and the food trays are slightly slanted. This helps the hot air flow faster over the food from one end of the dryer to the other. Make a support to help slide in the trays at 10 centimeters above the bottom. On the back side, we make 2 doors to make it easy to put the trays in and take them out, and to clean the box dryer. Cover the frames of the trays with screen, so the air can reach the food on both sides of the tray. Slide the food trays into the solar dryer about 10 centimeters above the bottom surface and slant it towards the top. This way the air can flow above and below the food trays and dry the food more evenly. Cover the long side and the doors with mosquito screen. This will let the air in, but will keep out dust and insects. Add a small lock so the doors stay closed. Cover the top and the 2 short sides of the box dryer with clear plastic to capture the heat of the sun. As heated air moves over the food, cool air is drawn in through the bottom vent, and the heated moist air flows out of the higher exhaust vent. Now that we've seen how to make our own solar dryer, how do we best use it to dry our chilies? Before handling chilies and other food, make sure you have washed your hands to keep your product clean. Put your solar dryer in a sunny place in the courtyard. Spread out a thin layer of clean chilies onto the food trays and place the trays into the solar dryer. Always keep the doors of the dryer closed so that flies do not enter the dryer. If the nights are cool, bring the solar dryer indoors, or else the humidity inside the box will settle on the dried fruit and may cause molds to develop. After just 2 days of drying in the sun, the chilies will be dry enough for packaging and storing. So what have we learned? Solar drying allows you to dry food faster and cleaner. It helps to keep molds from growing. A simple solar dryer has a shallow box with a black bottom to capture the heat from the sun. Cover the top and the 2 short sides of the box dryer with clear plastic. Slightly slant the box and food trays to help the hot air flow faster over the food. As heated air moves over the food, cool air is drawn in through a vent at the lowest side of the box. The heated, moist air flows out of another exhaust vent at the upper end of the box. By drying your chilies in a solar dryer, you'll get better quality chilies and fetch a higher price when selling them.
Okay, my people, I hope say when I don't see how they make that solar dryer for Uganda. The which I would like for talking to say maybe since this thing is still being new for some of the people then, we hope say people they go watch them over and over so that they will really know how for make them. They go find say when any carpenters they want make them, me they follow the exact measurements as I talk on for that video. With hope say SCBC it go play them again plenty time them so that people when they miss them now they go watch them again. We go advise say when they watch them, some carpenter or any person make a whole pen and paper so that it go take the measurement as they talk them inside that video so that when you want bill them, you go bill them exactly as they talk. Make no try for cut corner for make you follow them exactly as they talk so that when you follow them exactly as they talk, when it go work very very well. Another thing to we would learn from that video, that's it. When I see and say that one for Uganda, it be something like a community solar dryer where it really long. So even a person where it grow up so where it not really grow plenty pepper or not grow plenty chop, if it make it own small one where it go correct for you, so that then it go use them. But if now places are like we prepare them for ground one, where they work together in a group, they fit all the fit come together. They learn how to make this solar dryer. They make one community solar dryer, and then they use them like that woman them for Kenya. They use they use them together like that woman for Kenya where they make that plantain fufu. So if this group of farmers if they don't go cut their beans today, they want can dry them they can dry for 2 days, and then the other people them, if they don't make their planty fufu, they do them. They rotate them. So when I go sit on down, when I make on a schedule for see how when I go use this community dryer. We hope, say, as we don't see this solar dryer, so we mami them when I buy them, sell them. We hope say they will learn this thing. But I remember how when you go for food market for Bamenda one no, or for other market them, you see how people the tomato they ripe and then they throw away them because they don't know what to do with them. Now with this solar dryer, we no go like for here again. Say some mommy when I buy and sell them, where it don't take small money, it go buy one basket tomato for bush market. It come, they not buy it all, and then that tomato rotten. No. With solar dryer, mommy it go feed now. Take that tomato, it fix them, then dry them with the solar dryer. Then it will make sure say it will always the money no go loss. That advantage that way solar dryer get them. Make people they need to lose money because they don't know how to present this job. I think I would try to bring all these things for people then. For people then where they do for ground one and people where they do for bush. You know, when did they make that solar dryer? When I see them say they talk say you go for put either mosquito net or another net where you put that on top. You did for put that pepper, for put that things on top. For people then where they do for where they do for bushes, where they don't get money for buying net. When I remember how mommy they used to make mat or some nothing where they put on top banda, you put pepper on top. Where they some they make out bamboo, some they make out with fiber, some they make out with Indian bamboo. We need people then where then if you buy those nets, they fit make some of those nets them, and then they put them as the base now for put the for put your chop on top. Make I just show now small example for which what they talk about. Maybe some people they never see them, or some people they don't forget. Make with parents and make maybe them where they still know some of these things. The young people where they stay for village where they still know some of these things. Maybe they go for bush now. They cut on Indian bamboo or they cut on a raffia palm. People where they some maybe they where they make mat. You know, make we use with sense. Make we use everything we there for the environment. We'll make these things them there. We will feel only need for go out, we go buy things them like nails and that plastic paper. And the plastic paper, I talk something. The plastic paper, when you go for buy the plastic paper, make sure say that plastic paper where it thick small, make it not be that one way over light so. That one way like if you use them, but it not go capture the heat very much for make that chop dry quickly. So as we talk, you know, you go for use zinc, you put them under, and then you paint them black. But what if with people that where they enter bush, or the one where they for ground one where they not get money for buy zinc or for go buy paint? What if we do that? Say if we find black plastic paper with thick small, and then instead you use them in place of that zinc, because when you paint that zinc with black, the color black it absorbed a lot of sunlight or heat. So when you replace it now, when you use that black plastic paper, you replace that zinc there, it will still absorb the heat, even though it no absorb the heat like zinc, but the it will still work. It will work in the sense, say, if you will use zinc, it will take maybe 1 day or 2 days for dry pineapple or for dry pepper. Maybe the one with that plastic paper, it will take 3 days. But in the end, final analysis, it will still work. So make sure just this one now just pictures them how people where they know how to make those baskets them they do.
Ambazonia waka waka. Mesumene koyo mezambu idonga mantu kupe maninguba fako manyuli biale momonjango getunja land of freedom, the land of milk and honey, land of plenty. Woyo I am an Amazonian. We have a menda. I am an Amazonian. Ako wapane. I am an Amazonian. Wale pamese. Uku pakola.
Okay, so when I don't see how people then for villages them they fit make some of those basket them they make some of those plant other thing them then use it now for like the base now for the solar dryer. So mommy them and papa them when I see them say this one a very very simple technology where anybody if you do it. Anybody, if people then they wait in the fit one, at least carpenter then they, younger people then they, where they can make these things then, and then it will help people. So this solar dryer, we use them for dry cocoa. If you get plenty cocoa, you don't get road for take and go market. If you go move this cocoa now, you come now, you clean this cocoa. And then you cut them small, the same size. You put them under your solar dryer. It could dry. And then you take this cocoa now. When you want to chop them, if you wait for you for grind for machine no day, you pound them like they used to pound for food in those days. And then you cook them now like aqua, or cook them like ndai. So if you take them, if you dry your arrow, if you dry your njama, if you dry green, if you dry cabbage, if you dry any kind of thing with them, if you dry any kind of thing with them, if you use this solar dryer, if you use this solar dryer for dry any kind of thing with them. So, with the appeal for people there, say make the try as much as possible for learn how to make some of these things, so that it will reduce that the amount of money we lose them because we chop the spoil. Because we chop the spoil. So, Papa them and Mommy them from Amazonia. We hope say wanna really learn something from this program. We'll continue for bring on many more of this technology then. So make it help with people then for ground 1, for ground 0, with IDP them inside the Republic. May they improve their farming, may they improve their job, may they save their job. Pineapple. Now na mango season. Yeah, before I go, now na mango season. All that mango, the way we used to the drum, make we use them now. We use the solar dryer for dry that mango them, and then we sell them, or we just have we chop them. So, everybody for Ground Zero, we hope say when I learn something from this program, when I enjoy them, and We will come back next week with another edition for Amba Farmer's Voice. We wish you a good day. We hope say when for ground zero, when stay strong. Amba Farmers we work and say we get for feed the nation during this period of war. Now we own role that restoration forces they do their own work. Anybody get their own work. We farmers we could feed the nation during war, and then when the war ends, we don't get to Boya, we will then develop the country. So we thank you again so much. We're gonna stay fine. We will see you on Sunday next time for 4 p.m. Amba time. Again, if anybody where you don't learn, you don't see something for this program, where you learn something, make una share them with the other people, then way they don't get opportunity for watch TV. So una goodbye and see you next week.
Now Amba Farmers Voice this.
Shall move forward, forward. We are so proud to be Ambazonians. Ambazonians shall move forward, forward. We are so proud to be Ambazonians. We come from Momondi and Fako, Dongamanto, Kope Maningu Babwi. We come from Mezama Yugoyo, Rebele Menchungo Ketinja Meme is all. Our freedom is all. Our freedom is all. Our freedom.
Mama and Papa them for Ambazonia, una welcome for Amba Farmer's Voice. We don't see them say how with this war they so next year chop in go feed lack and hungry, it go feed the plenty. So